Hey everyone, good evening. It's Friday. Yeah, like I'm doing anything special. It's 88 degrees. Another lie. It is a lie. Ooh. There's this guy, I guess he's going to go work out. Where is the moon? Where's the moon? I haven't seen the moon in days. Gold's Gym is open. I was like, why is it coming to Gold's Gym right now? It's already going to be 10. I wonder what their hours are. Huh. Anyhow, where's the moon? I know it's been cloudy here the past couple of nights, and the other night it rained, which I loved. But yeah, it's already been too many days that I haven't seen the moon. I haven't been able to record the moon. I recorded the moon like 2 weeks ago. I haven't uploaded it. Why? I don't know. But guess what, you all? The husband is in town. Oy vey. That's all I can say. I was 8 minutes late in picking him up, and I did not hear the end of it. There, now we have music. I did not hear the end of that one. We argued all the way back. Okay? And then we finally got breakfast. We brought it home. We picked it up because I didn't want to eat at the restaurant. We brought it home, and thank goodness we didn't eat at the restaurant. It was a bad morning to go eat at the restaurant. There's a lot of, what do you call it? Oh, graduations. There's a lot of graduations going on right now from kindergartners, and a lot of people were at Denny's celebrating with their children, which is really cute. I really like that. But yeah, it was too packed. It was too overwhelming. I don't like to be in places when it's like that. I'd rather go when I can relax, you know? So we ordered it online, and we got $10 off online with a coupon. And we brought it home, and we all ate really nice. You know, everybody ate in their area, and we were able to take our time. There was no rush. There was no crowd. So it was nice. And then the husband tells me, oh, tomorrow morning you better wake up early because I need to go get a haircut, and then we need to go to Arbor Freight. And I'm like, I already got a haircut, and why do I need to go to Arbor Freight? Like, but I do like to buy gloves there. Oh my goodness! Oh my goodness! Look! You want to see? Oh my goodness, I love it! I want a puppy like that! Oh, adorable! I'm sorry, you all. I want a doggy, but I want a little doggy like that. You know? But I'm not going to get it anytime soon. Not until, if my cat when my cat goes on her journey and I'm able to recover from that, because listen, I want to be buried with my cat, okay? No, not buried, cremated. I told my kids already, I want to be cremated. I want Tabby cremated when her time comes. I don't know if I'm going to go first or she's going to go first. Whoever goes first, we're going to be cremated, and we're going to put in the same urn or box, preferably a heart-shaped box. You know, that's something for me to do. I need to look for a heart-shaped box on Amazon or somewhere where we can put ashes in. I want to be with my kitty. I love her so, so much. Either way, I can't get a dog right now because she's the princess and she rules the household. We all obey her, whatever she wants to do and when she wants it, and she does not like other animals. Can you blame her? She don't want a brother or a sister right now. No. She's been the one and only, all attention getter baby, you know? So we cannot bring anybody in. She's already tried to threaten Emily, the dog, my partner in crime, my granddaughter, and she almost scratched her on her face, and I had to yell to stop them, you know, like, because Emily, she's harmless. She just smells, you know. Well, Tabby does too, but Tabby is very confrontational. She likes to start altercations. She instigates sometimes, even with me. So it's just not a good idea to bring another fur baby in right now. But like I said, I want a little doggy like that. I think it's a Maltese, right? I want a little Maltese like that when I'm older and I'm over Tabby if she goes first. Period. So I was going to talk about something tonight and I totally forgot already. But you know what, you all, the Diddy trial is not looking good for Diddy. That YouTuber that I spoke about, that I was like, what is wrong with him? He hasn't talked about it anymore. I wonder why. And then I started to feel bad for him because I'm such a sucker, but it's for a good cause, though, that I'm a sucker sometimes. He was talking about how he lost his mother. I don't know if he lost his dad yet, but he was talking about how he had lost his mother. Somebody came into his chat, a friend of his, and told him that he had lost his mother. And he was right about one thing that he said, you know, when he was saying, that Creator was saying that when you lose your mom, you're lost. You're just lost. You cannot function. And whenever you hear of somebody else losing a parent, it's kind of like it brings up all those memories for you, how you felt at the time that you lost your parent. Now, I've lost both of my parents. I'm hoping to see my mom tomorrow at the cemetery. I asked my husband if I could go see her, you know, if we could go, not just me. I didn't get to go on Mother's Day because he wasn't in town. I couldn't find anybody to go with me. My kids were working, and I was like, I'm not going to go by myself, you know, because last time that my husband and I went, which was in the beginning of the month, if I'm correct, we went to go see my mom and my dad. And there were these workers there, the lawn men. I call them the lawn men. I don't know what to call them, you know. The lawn men. They were out there. And then one of them, hang on you all, because when I start talking, my mouth goes really dry. There. Okay, the lawnmen were there. They barely got there, and it was kind of late. It was like around, I want to say 11-ish when we got there, 10:30, 11-ish. And one of them was wearing like these really dark sunglasses. Of course, they need to protect their eyes. I mean, they're out there, right? However, he starts walking like towards me, and by this point my husband already came back to the car, and he was waiting for me in the car because he already knows that after we like clean up my mom's area and my grandma, it's my I don't know what he would be to me. It is my mom's stepbrother, I guess my step uncle, I don't know. I'll tell you all the story in a bit. Okay. Anyway, it's him, and then my grandma, and then my mom, and then my uncle, and then my aunt. They're all buried in a row. my dad is buried at a different cemetery near his mom, I believe. But I never got to see her. I never got to visit her. My mom never took. Long story. That's a long story. Anyhow, so we cleaned up my grandma's area and my mom's. My step uncle's area is really small. I didn't need really any cleaning or anything. And I took flowers for both of them. They were spring flowers. And so my husband knows that once we clean up and everything, he's like, okay, I'll be in the car. He knows I like some time with my mom. And I only take like 2 minutes tops, out there because it's hot. There's a lot of bugs, and stuff. And it's kind of creepy. I'm not going to lie. It's kind of creepy, because sometimes there's nobody else around but me there. And yeah. And so these guys get there, right? And that guy, he started walking towards me with a weed eater. And then he's like, hey, doing that thing, right? I can't whistle, so. And I'm like, I look up and I'm like, is he talking to me? And I turn around, my husband's still in the car, and he's like about 2 feet away, not maybe a little bit more, but 2 to 3 feet away, right? And I'm like, nah, he's probably calling the coworker. Why would he call me? What the hell do I have to do with the lawn? Sorry for the cursing words. And he does it again. Hey, and I'm like, what do you want? I didn't say that out loud. I just said it to myself, like, what do you want? And here I am talking to my mom, telling her how I miss her, and trying to tell her, catch her up on some things that are going on, and stuff like that. And finally I'm like, okay, Mom, I need to leave. I don't know what's going on. Love you, and I start walking away. And as I start walking away, he gets closer and he gets louder, okay? And by this point, I'm really freaking out. So I start walking a little bit faster, and he sounds closer and closer to me. But I get to the car, I'm getting in the car, and he's still looking at me. He's still walking towards my area, and he's still yelling. He's really trying to get my attention. And my husband didn't do anything. My husband didn't even get out of the car or nothing. I just got in the car, and he was just like, get in, shut the door. And I was like, did you hear that guy? Was he calling me? And he's like, nah, he was calling the other guy. No, you don't understand. Did you not see him follow me all the way over here? And he was like, no. And my husband, bless his heart, I'm so glad that it was an axe murderer coming after me, because my husband would make an excuse for him. He'd probably be like, oh, he just has an axe because he's chopping down a tree. And it's just a coincidence that he's behind you because there's probably a tree near you that he wanted to chop down. Never mind that tree would be me, but, my husband is just not very quick to respond. Let me put it that way. And I'm always aware of my surroundings. I'm always looking around, even though nobody notices, but I am. I'm always seeing who's passing by, what car's passing by, what words are being said. Call me paranoid, but that's just the way that I am, and I've always been that way because of a certain incident that happened when I was younger, when I had my younger son. And I had done a video. I probably will do that video again because I think I deleted that video when I was trying to delete my channel that time. And it's a part of my life that happened, and that's what my channel is about, a part of my life. And I should have never let anybody make me feel like I'm doing something wrong over here, because I'm not. I'm talking about my life, and if that's putting down somebody else, don't worry about it because you don't know them. And most of the time it's somebody in my family or somebody that has done me wrong in a job, a coworker, an ex-boss, it's not my fault that they were assholes and they're going to be called out. Yeah, they're going to be called out, just like you would call out any asshole, right? So, just like you felt the need to call me out. So, yeah, and you don't even know me. Some of you all don't even know me, and you call me out. And I'm like, okay, I'll listen to you, but then I'm like, to the point now where I'm like, I don't care what you have to say. I'll block you. I will defriend you, whatever, unfriend you. I don't care. You don't know me. I really don't know you either. And I don't know you. You don't even live in Texas, whoever you are. And what do I care what you think of me? What do I care who you're friends with? I don't give a crap. I don't talk to you. You don't talk to me. We're not BFFs. We don't call each other up. We don't text. We don't DM. You know, what the hell do I care? Thank you for waking me up, though. Thanks. Because, you know, for the longest time, I was a people pleaser. And I always felt like the need, because of the way I grew up with my trauma, I wanted acceptance. And if that meant putting my feelings aside and putting yours first, I would do it. And I know as a Christian, that's what we're supposed to do. Okay? But now, I kind of like let the Holy Spirit speak to me when it comes to something like that. If Holy Spirit speaks to me and says, like, Moon, you know, this person is coming from a bad place. Yes, you know, they're being mean to you, or they're talking bad to you, or whatever. But it's because they need prayer. You know, Holy Spirit will give me that tug, that discernment is what I'm trying to say. I've been praying for discernment a lot lately. I'm not quite there yet, so I need to keep praying for it. But yeah. But then when people are being just real jerks to me, like, honey, Holy Spirit is saying you don't need to take that. You can walk away. You know, I turn the left, you know, somebody stops me on the right, I turn to the left. Do the same thing, but go left. To the left, to the left. You know, tell them to go left. You know, like, you don't have to take that, Moon. And so I'm like, you're right, Holy Spirit, thank you. You know, and, you know, later on he'll work on me about that, you know, like how to set boundaries. See, like right now he just told me, Moon, boundaries. Thank you, Holy Spirit. Y'all probably think I'm crazy. I'm not crazy. But, yeah, it's called boundaries. I've just, I'm starting to learn how to set boundaries and how to love myself and how to see myself as worth something more, you know, and not to take certain things, especially when it comes to family. Like, I've noticed even strangers are a lot nicer than my family, you know. I texted my sister today and I was asking her, who's your doctor? Because, you know, I'm on a mission to look for another doctor because, you know, I already done told you all what happened. And if I can't see Dr. Baxter, I ain't going there anymore. So she told me who it was and everything, and then I said, oh, okay, I thought they only saw seniors, because, and I think she took that wrong. I didn't want her to take that wrong. You know, she should take it as a compliment, because I don't even think of her as a senior. My sister is 12 years older than I am, and I was telling my husband about that. I said, you know what? She never answered me back when I said I thought they only see seniors. And he was like, well, what the hell do you think she is? You know, and I'm like, you know what? I never thought of my sister being a senior. Like, I think of my sister as an older sister than me, but not a senior, you know? So I'll probably text her tomorrow, or if not during the week, because she's probably at the island. And I'll tell her, you know, I forget it, how old you are. Sorry, hope you didn't get offended because that's not how I meant it. So, we're going to have to cut this short. I think my son is getting ready to come out. So, yeah, I'll call that place. Oh, no, Monday's Memorial Day. Never mind. It'll have to be Tuesday. So, love you all. I hope you all had a wonderful Friday. I hope you all have a wonderful Saturday and Sunday and Monday, Memorial Day. And my son's working all weekend long, so maybe I'll do another one tomorrow night. And I'll try to be more together. I'm not even going to try to promise that. We all know that I will never have it all together. So love yourself, because I love you. Hey, I think I started with an ending there. I like it. I finally found something. Love yourself, because I love you. Love you all. Thank you for listening. Bye.